This is the plaintiff, Maya Carter. She says she hired the defendant to put extensions in her hair, and the lady did a lousy job. They only lasted 6 hours before they started falling out, and the nasty woman won't give her a refund, so she's suing her here and now for the $252.80 she spent. This is the defendant, Markayla. She says this woman never gave her a chance to fix the problems she was having with her hair extensions, and then just blasted her on social media. Plus, no one gives refunds on used hair because it's unsanitary. Bottom line, she was ready, willing, and able to fix the woman's hair, but now, no way. She's accused of creating a hairy situation.
All parties, please take your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to apply hair extensions and says that the defendant did a terrible job and now her hair is falling out. But the defendant says she offered to fix her hair, but the nasty woman blasted her on social media, so now she can go kick rocks. It's the case of hair today, gone tomorrow.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Carter, you're suing Ms. Markayla. Tell me why.
Okay, so originally in the beginning of January, I seen that she did hair. I like her hair, and I follow her because I was new to Atlanta. When I seen that she had posted that she needed a model for a style, I had inquired. I said me. So we talked about it. She said, when was I available? I said anytime. So I asked her, could I bring a used wig? She said no. I had to get the hair from her. So then she had mentioned that she did wigs and micro links, that you have to get 2 bundles. I've been wanting micro links. I seen that she was going to be teaching a class like all over the state. So I'm like, okay, I might as well get micro links.
So you bought the hair from her site, and the hair cost you $252.80?
Yeah, on Sezzle they took it, but I didn't get it back. I had it in a credit.
So go on. What happens here? You go, you get your hair done, you're happy, and you leave, and bad things happen.
Yeah, some stuff happened in the midst of it. Like, I had to leave midway through my appointment and come back because she went to go get her lashes done.
Okay.
Which I was like, okay. I was just like, okay. And I left before probably like 6. And she was trying to curl my hair, but I knew that she had somebody coming, so I figured that she wasn't going to curl it, so I was just letting them go. They was real loose curls, or like kind of like falling curls.
Okay, but let's get to the part about so she puts in the micro extensions. What happens when you get home?
When I got home around like 10 o'clock, and I looked in the mirror, and I could feel this one to be exact, it was falling out. So I took a picture, and I had sent it to her in that moment, like, hey, it's falling out, it's nothing that I can do. Let me go to it.
Is this the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. So you send her a picture of the hair falling out there, and what does she say?
She didn't respond at first. I had to message her a couple times. I said, I was just telling her that it hasn't laid down yet. A few of them are slipping out. And then in the middle part, I sent her 5 pictures in that case. And then in the middle part, you could see my, like, tracks in it, even in the same part that I had received. So I'm like, okay. Again, she didn't hit me back until 10. And then at 10 in the morning, I text her again, like, another track slid out. And another one is coming out on the left side.
All this stuff happened, what, in the first day?
Yeah, in the first,
why
like, 12
would
hours.
something like this happen, Ms. Markayla?
So I'm not exactly sure why they were slipping, because the method that I do is an invisible bead method. So there is a bead that is attached to a weft, and it is applied to a small piece of hair. And so it's attached by a bead. So it doesn't cause too much tension, but usually the bead may slip or it could fall, and then so that track will kind of hang if the bead isn't secured.
But it happened all over her head. I mean, look at the picture I have up on the screen now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that stuff's falling out. That's not
a couple
supposed to
of
work
pieces
that way,
did.
right? Were you experimenting with a
No.
different procedure or something? Was that the idea?
No, it's the same method. It's the same method.
So why did you want her as a model?
So usually I like to take models when I'm trying to get more content or I need to promote certain services. And so usually I'll post on my Instagram story like, hey, I need a model for this. And so with the model service, you get a free installation. Your total install is free, and all you do
What
is
does
pay
it
for my
normally
hair so
cost
that
to
I
get
can
an
promote my hair.
install? What does it normally cost?
So the microlinks installs can be up to $800. And it varies because it depends on what area, but in other states, they even charge $1,000 and up. So it is a very pricey installation.
Is that true, Ms.
but I
Carter?
just charge
Have
for
you
the
ever
hair.
priced out the micro whatever?
Yeah.
Ms. Carter's upset because her hair fell out, and so she didn't get any value for the $252.80 she spent. And she's not suing you for $800. She's suing you for $252.80. What's your response to that, Ms. Markela?
So the reason, when we did speak, I told her that I cannot refund her the $250 because I never charged her for the full service price. I only charged for the hair. My policies online, it states that there are no refunds because I cannot reuse her worn hair. When she reached out to me and she let me know, like, hey, my hair is slipping, I had to catch a flight the next morning. So I responded back that next morning and I'm like, hey, I can't refund you on that because I have a no refund policy. I can't reuse that hair. We can definitely figure something out. And I'll let you know as soon as I get back. She responded. She was like, okay, that's cool. Thank you. So,
And then what happened?
Then she let me know. So then she let me know with the other pictures that she had, she said that more were coming out. So of course this is more urgent, but at this time I'm still out of town and I don't work. When you're on vacation, you're not working. My work phone isn't even near me, but I understand that she had this concern. And so once we finally had talked the next time after those additional pictures, she mentioned that she had some type of pain. And at this point I was like, hey, I want to make sure that you're not in pain with your hairstyle. This is the tool that you can use to remove it. I didn't want her to really try to just yank it out of her hair and just let it keep falling out. So I sent her a picture of the tool that she could use. And I told her hey, you can get this and this is how you'll remove it. So after that, it was pretty much I couldn't do much about it because I wasn't in town. And so we had another discussion about, and I did send the pictures in for what we communicated about, but I let her know, as soon as I get back in town, we can do something, a different style, or we can do something, but you're not just out of your money for the service that you had because it was only a few hours and it didn't last. I understood that, but I can't really do much if I already was on a next flight within the next couple of hours.
What is the plan then? According to you, what is the plan? That when you get back, you're supposed to do something for her?
Yeah. When I got back in town, I was like, hey, you can take the hair out and then we can definitely reuse the hair. So when I had told her that I was coming back in town, she was like, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I'll see you. So we had an agreement. So I'm not really sure where all of the other stuff
But
came
other
about,
stuff did happen. And what happens is you find out that she's trashing you on social media. How do you find that out?
That's when she wasn't responding.
Okay.
To the ATL hairstylist who installed my microlinks and they fell out 6 hours later.
Okay, so I see that the last text between you guys, Ms. Carter, is I mentioned we could do a different style with your hair here when I get back into town. And you say, okay, I just can't buy any new hair, but okay, I can wait till you come back. Thank you. Why did you change your mind? Because you obviously did, because then you filed a small claims case.
Because I realized when her first response to me asking about, can she help me with my hair, she sent me pictures to figure out how to fix my hair. So I was just at this point, you're saying you can't redo my hair for free because you said that you couldn't do my hair for free because it was a style. I paid for the hair and not the style. And then I can't do anything.
I don't know what you're saying. She says, what made you think she was going to charge you again for the hairstyle? She says, I can give you, she says, I could do a different style with your hair here when I get back into town. And you say, okay. What are you saying okay to?
This message right here says that no, it says I won't be able to do your hair for free, a different style for free.
Where's that one? Hold on.
It's her first response to me, basically.
Hey, I am not in town to remove the hair, but could help you give you tips on how to remove it yourself since you paid for the hair and not install. I won't be able to do a different style for free, but we can figure something out. So you weren't offering to do another style for free. You were offering to do another style, but not for free. Were you going to charge her then, Ms. Markela?
Yes, I was going to charge her.
How do you figure? I know she didn't pay for a hairstyle. She was supposed to be a model, but
Correct.
She paid with her time. And she bought, stop talking and listen. She paid with her time and she sat in a chair and she upheld her part of the bargain. which was that she's supposed to have a hairstyle. That's part of the deal. She's supposed to have this hairstyle she's not paying for, and all she has to do is pay $252, and then she gets to have a hairstyle that lasts, not lasts 6 hours. And then you tell her, oh, I'll redo your hair, but I won't redo it for free? How do you figure? Because you botched her hair. How do you figure not for free? You're lucky she's not suing you for $800, which is the value of actually getting the. I know she didn't pay it, but you need to understand that that's what you were selling. You were selling her time, her being a model. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you an $800 value. You just pay $252 for the $800 value, and then you model my hair. And she did everything you asked her to, but you didn't do what she asked you to. You didn't give her a hairstyle that lasted. So instead of walking in here and suing for $800, she's only suing for the $252.80 because she just doesn't want to be out. And I agree with her. $252.80, verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff prevails. She gets the $252 she was seeking. Ms. Markela, what's your reaction to this? The judge says you got to give it back.
Well, she already got it back with her payment plan processor, so she already got it back.
Okay, well, let's talk to Ms. Carter. Ms. Carter, I have to ask you, the hairstyle that you wanted, you were getting extensions. You've got a lot of hair. Did you want more hair? Is that what the extensions were doing? Explain that.
Yeah, it's more so just like, it's supposed to be more of a natural, like, sewing type of look. It's supposed to last for like 2 months, that's why.
Well, no question. Should last longer than a couple of hours. That's for darn sure. All right, hope you're satisfied. Very good.
Thank you. I am.
Good for you for suing.
Thank you.
Okay. Very good. All right, that'll bring this case to a close. Harvey?
You know, Doug, you and I have seen dozens, scores, maybe even hundreds of these hair cases over the years. And there is kind of a compass here that if somebody gets hair extensions in a case like this, say, and they last a good amount of time, say they last a couple of months, it's going to be really hard for the customer to say, oh, God, the hair extensions weren't any good because the plaintiff got use out of them. But in a case like this, when we're talking about 6 hours, there is no version that would allow the defendant to win, and that's why the plaintiff did.
Judge Marilyn, what's your favorite non-Cuban food?
Is wine a food?
Wine doesn't count.
Nope. I would say what keeps popping into my head right now is chocolate, even though I know that is not a food
No,
group,
I can't argue
but
with
I
you
am
on
a
that.
huge chocolate fan.
You are definitely a chocolate addict.
What about you?
Right. That depends. I mean, if you're talking about foods, are we including Ted's hot dogs from Buffalo, or are we excluding Ted's hot dogs?
That's the first thing you do every time we land in Buffalo.
Yes, the very first place we go. It's like a pilgrimage. We go straight to Ted's from the airport, typically, right?
Right.
And
you
I get
shove your face with hot dogs.
Yeah, and they're great.
Yeah.
But
which is kind of interesting because you eat really healthy otherwise.
I do.
But
That's
you just cannot
it's my
wait
guilty
to,
pleasure. Can't help it.
consume the hot dog.
Can't help it. But honestly, my favorite food is probably hogfish, I think.
Yeah.
Hogfish. It's a delicious fish. It's kind of like a snapper, and it's found down in the Florida Keys in South Florida. We have them. They spear them rather than line catch them. Typically, they're speared, and they are absolutely delicious. It's probably the best seafood and my favorite thing.
That's going to do it for us now, and we will see you for the next session of the People's Court.